for giving me this opportunity to contribute to this Teacher Service Commission Amendment Bill 2024. Honorable Speaker, from the outset, I want to say that this is a very fundamental piece of legislation because it introduces certain important things within the TSC Act, Honorable Speaker. Speaker, you realize that Teacher Service Commission and the teaching profession has grown over years. And we want to thank those who have been there to ensure the growth of this organization to the organization that is today that manages teachers. And I want to commend the work that has been put by previous bosses at TSC. We can comfortably say that the teacher of today is not the teacher of 10 years ago. The teacher of today is not the teacher that was there 20 years ago. Great progress has been made. But this piece of legislation, Honorable Speaker, is a progressive piece of legislation that cures some of the problems that have been there. And one I want to point out, Honorable Speaker, is the idea of acting capacities. For many years, teachers have been acting in certain capacities without remuneration. I want to put it on record, Honorable Speaker, I was and I am still a teacher. Probably I have a TSC number, which probably is moribund. And during my time as a teacher, Honorable Speaker, I acted as a dean of students in a college. I acted as a deputy principal, Honorable Speaker. At that time, I acted as principal. And all this time, I was never paid. All this time, I was never paid for those duties and I was very dedicated, and I did everything that could have been done by a principal, a dean, and a deputy, but I was never paid. And there are many other teachers in the same position today who have been acting for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and they have never been appreciated or remunerated for it. So this piece of legislation, and I want to thank the honorable member who is bringing this bill, Honorable Speaker, that he has looked, Abdul Haro has looked at how do we progress the teacher, and I want to say thank you. How do we progress the teacher? One fundamental thing, when a teacher is in acting capacity, he must get that special duty allowance. He must get that special duty allowance to compensate him for the effort that he's putting in for that. But interestingly, Honorable Speaker, when I was acting, I got a letter from the principal that you are acting. TSC never gave me a letter. And in fact, when I went for my interview for deputy principal at TSC, they never even recognized that I had acted. They never even put that as part of my resume, you know, for me to qualify for the next promotion, which I thought was a misnomer because I kept insisting in the interview, but you see, I'm the acting deputy principal. But they say, but who appointed you? And I said, but I have a letter from the principal. And they said, well, that is your local arrangement with the principal. But the fact that this bill introduces a letter that must be issued to the teacher at appointment acting capacity makes it now a better position for teachers to act. And I think this is really fundamental and progress towards the management of teachers. Honorable Speaker, there are teachers there. Someone has been a games master, drama teacher, music master. They have a local appointment, not even from the board, from the principal. And they put in all their energy and they work so hard. But there's nothing that comes forth unless probably a principal, like I'm sure a principal Ben Soda there, was able to give a token to a teacher to appreciate for the good work. But I think we need to appreciate the teachers better by giving them a letter of appointment from TSC and also remunerate them. Honorable Speaker, I know my time is running up, but allow me to say this. Things like house allowance, commuter allowance, hardship allowance, special duty allowance, I want to thank the honorable member for now putting it in the law so that it does not become just a subject of a haggle between TSC and KNUT or KUPPET. It is now must be put in the law so that when such discussion comes, a teacher knows when I get a job as a teacher, these are my entitlements. I'm entitled to a commuter allowance, I'm entitled to house allowance, I'm entitled to special duty allowance, I'm entitled to hardship allowance as my entitlement as a teacher as I enter the service. And this is very fundamental. It should not become the subject of haggling and negotiation between trade unions and Speaker, let me just allow me 1 minute.
Please give him a minute.
So, Honorable Speaker, this is very progressive, and the teachers in this country deserve respect. We are who we are because we went through the hands of teachers. And a teacher, we used to be told, is a noble profession. But nobility alone, Honorable Speaker, does not bring respect. But law, statute, and things that are properly documented brings honor, brings respect, and brings proper duty of care to the teachers of this country. And therefore, I want to support this bill, Honorable Speaker, and wish the teachers of this country the best. And honorable members, let us pass this bill. It will progress the teaching profession and make it a profession instead of what we used to be called as a calling. I thank you.
Thank you. The Honorable Caroline Ngeleche, member for Elgeyo Marakwet County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to contribute to this bill. First, let me appreciate the member Honorable Harrow, for bringing in this bill. Madam Speaker, there is something that is well noted in the Republic of Kenya, that a teacher is a very important person for the progress of this country and for every other thing that we will need now and in the future. The participation of a teacher is very important. The population of Kenya, almost half of it are students, and they are all under the hands of a teacher.